Welcome to part 8 in this video series, using the PowerPlus AOI. In this video series, we're going to be introducing the PowerPlus AOI. We'll also be importing the PowerPlus AOI into the PLC project. Then we will learn how to configure the PowerPlus AOI for output control. We will also explain the PLC tag structure the AOI creates that makes programming the AOI user-friendly. So let's get started with the PowerPlus AOI. If you've been following along in this video series, we've been using this sample project called Mac. We're already online with the PLC and we're ready to import the add-on instruction into our project tree over here on the left. Before we get started programming the PowerPlus AOI, let's take a look at our physical layout. The PowerPlus module that we're going to be working with is this module here, third from the left of the COM module. This is considered Station 1, Station 2, and Station 3 add-on module. The PowerPlus module is located at Station 3. You'll notice that the PowerPlus module has 6 available output ports. Inside each of the available output ports are 2 outputs, 1 and 2. The PowerPlus module needs its own external 24-volt power supply to power the PowerPlus module that enables these outputs to control solenoid valves or other outputs. The power to the PowerPlus module has power that constantly powers the electronics inside of the module, which also allows for a separate 24-volt power that can be e-stopped in the case that you are controlling valves that need to be shut off in an emergency stop situation. Now that we have a basic understanding of the physical layout of what we're going to be programming, let's go ahead and import our PowerPlus module AOI. This is done by right-clicking on the add-on instructions and selecting Import Add-on Instruction. We're going to be importing the MIO67 PowerPlus version 1.0 add-on instruction. At the time of this video, version 1.0 is the latest and greatest version that we will be importing. Once the PowerPlus module is imported, we can go ahead and add that to a new rung of ladder logic in the program that we've been using called Mac. We went ahead and took our PLC offline so we can make these changes. We're going to select the new rung here and add a new rung to drag and drop our new PowerPlus AOI that we imported into our project. You'll notice that the PowerPlus module looks very similar to the solenoid control module. Most all of the features of the solenoid control module are exactly identical to the PowerPlus AOI. So in this case, we're going to be setting up the PowerPlus module very similar to the way we would a solenoid control AOI. We are now ready to create tags for our PowerPlus AOI. Much like all the other AOIs, our naming convention has been Station 1 Module 3 underscore AOI. This tag name was chosen because we only have one station in our manifold sample project, and this is the third module, add-on module, in this particular valve stack. We'll also be using the valve's input data structure and output data structure that targets our Ethernet IP tag structure. For our config tag name, we will be following along with the same tag name structure that we've been using previously, Station 1, Module 3. The module location needs to be identified in this case for the PowerPlus module. This is really the only difference between the PowerPlus module and the solenoid control AOI. The module location is located in Module 3. We'll go ahead now and right-click on the tag name and select the new tag name to create it into the project. We'll do this for Station 1 Module AOI and also the config tag name. We'll also need to create a tag for the reset fault. In this case, we already have one called PB underscore fault reset. This is a virtual push button that would reset this AOI in case there's a fault. Once we have satisfied all of the tag names and they have been created properly, you'll notice that the rung is no longer in error. And we can now go ahead and download the AOI into our PLC. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and save our Mac sample project, and then go ahead and download our changes that we've made with the PowerPlus module. We've selected Communication and Download to download the offline project into the PLC. Just like all other AOIs, the PowerPlus AOI needs to just remain true all the time, or in an enabled state. We can now create ladder logic to turn on specific outputs on the PowerPlus module. We can do this by going into the controller tags without starting any ladder logic. We can find the config AOI tag that we created. In this case is Station 1 Module 3. Here we can see that the structure has been created for all of the solenoid controls. In this particular case, since the PowerPlus module is very similar to the solenoid control module, we're using the same UDT structure. Even though the PowerPlus module only uses the first 12 solenoids, solenoid outputs 13 through 32 are not going to be used for the PowerPlus module. We can go ahead and turn on solenoid 1 output, or output 1, by putting a 1 into the output. This then turns port 1, output 1 on. We can see that the fault status is very similar to the solenoid control AOI, where we have an open circuit enable, a fault coil open missing, and also a fault coil shorted. This tag name structure is how we would turn the output on for port 1, output 1. For port 1, output 2, we would then turn on this output 2 by toggling it on with a 1, or we can put a 0 in there to turn it off. Very similar to the solenoid control module, we also have the ability to control the outputs via integer value. Here we have an integer representation of all of the outputs and the Boolean bits for the output conditions that can be toggled on. So for example, Station 1 Module 1 solenoid output all.0 is the first output that we could toggle on. We also have all of the fault conditions that exist for the solenoid. Let's go ahead and create some ladder logic to demonstrate how this works. So while we're online with the PLC, we can add a new rung. We can copy these rungs of ladder logic here that we use to control the solenoid outputs. In this case, however, we're going to be controlling the solenoids on the PowerPlus module. So we're going to be looking for the tag name Station 1 Module 1 solenoid output. And for the second output, we can just copy the tag and then change it to a 2. We're going to use the same toggle bit that we used previously in our example to control the solenoid control. So this bit will now turn on the PowerPlus output 1, and this bit will turn on the PowerPlus output 2. We'll go ahead and accept these online changes. Let's go ahead and toggle on the first output control. Let's now go ahead and toggle on the second output control. Thanks for watching this video series, the PowerPlus Module AOI.